Ladies and gentlemen, the long-awaited, highly anticipated conversation with one of the newest members of the Tampa Bay Hall of Fame, Vicky King, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Vicky, you know, the age of Google has you nicely put out there. You've been with the soccer all your life, and you're like a virtuoso in the soccer way about how to put a W up there, you know. Maybe, and so I don't know you from Adam, but I told you that it's like two people bumping up to each other and all of a sudden talk about the love of soccer that they have. And that's what we're doing. And so you know that I know that you know you're in an auditioning state right here, right now. You're the first woman to be on the high school Champions League starting 11 or thereabouts. And you could be one of the five. We could always, you could take a day. So it's as much as you want. The sky's the limit. And Vicky, congratulations on your introduction. It was well deserved by all the folks I talked to down there in the Tampa Bay area. Well done, sister. And before we begin, you've studied the layout. You were given a task of 5 talking points, and you baba boom, baba bang, you got it. And but the Virtuoso Award comes from that select soccer. Now, if you don't know, I'm going to have to tell you, it's a round ball. There ain't no square parts of this ball. That select ball, it can make a good player great. And then those people you may know, I think I could have got a college degree with Ziggy Nagel from Nagel College Planning, or Eddie O from Coolidge.com. And you know, with Coolidge.com, the USC, United States Champions League. Oh, it's our website. Have you been on it yet?
Yes, I have.
Oh, well, you're going to find yourself with the new sponsor, Wales Certified. You'll find the what's we call it, Wales Certified. You'll find this session on it. So we're looking forward to that, Vicky. So this is it. Now, the longest goodbye you'll ever have is a hello to me, but you won't have to hear from me again because you're on, sister. Go at it, Vicky.
The importance of high school soccer, playing under the lights, in front of your peers, representing your school and community. That's what Champions League is trying to promote. The importance of high school soccer, where these young athletes can go. It's more than just being an athlete, it's being part of your community. Our team credo is respect, desire, commitment, and dedication. We work on these aspects of the game every day. It is important in the lifetime of these young athletes to understand what it takes to be a good person and a good member of the community, along with being an athlete and representing your family and community. Giving back to the community is so important. As a team, we collect clothes for foster and trafficked and abused young adults. We represent ourselves at the elementary school doing soccer days for young students. We support school events and projects by being present and wearing our gear so people know who we are. One of our big initiatives is Special Olympics Pasco. It is important for our girls to be out in the community and support other programs because we receive support from them and want them to be a part of us. Building athletes is also about building good humans, well-rounded individuals, leaders with good work ethic. The majority of our student athletes will go on to score jobs that are not sport or soccer related. They need to understand how to work with others, be a leader, be a follower, listen, be responsible, and carry out whatever job they're asked to accomplish. We often talk about integrity. We come from a small community. You never know who is watching. Young people today don't understand that in 10 years, your teammate might be your boss, your neighbor, or someone that can get you a job. It is so important to always do the right thing. Well, we have been very successful. We have won an FHSA state championship. I have represented the United States in Special Olympics at the World Games in 2015 as a seven-a-side soccer coach, where we won a bronze medal competing against teams from all over the world. One of the highlights of my coaching career. I also coached a team in the 2022 USA Games in seven-a-side soccer, where we won a silver medal. Again, teaching young adults to work together, and be the best person that you can be at that moment. Soccer has brought me a lot of recognition, but mostly soccer has been about the relationships that you have built over the years, going back as far as the Tampa Bay Sun Bowl, working as an athletic trainer for them, then working on the committee or the Sunshine State Games, or representing the United States as a Special Olympics coach, or being recognized in the Tampa Bay community as an outstanding coach due to the work ethic and dedication of my student athletes. The Champions League is trying to spread the word of soccer and make soccer in high school of one of the highest valued events that students can participate in the Tampa Bay area, and now in other areas as Miami, Lakeland, St. Louis, Kansas City. The whole idea is fantastic, and it can only grow from here. The end.
Wow. What you stated is some extraordinary talking points in an extraordinary way. Well done, sister. Well done.
I hope so, because I'm not good at talking sometimes, so.
Wow. I mean, to be, you, from the first steps out of your crib, it was destined to be in the Hall of Fame, man. I mean, you have such a nice way about you. I've seen you on Zoom calls, and you have a nice presence, but I mean, to hear and see it all work, wow. I mean, man. Okay, and just so that we are under the rules of the road, you are here now, hereby well certified. You did. It was 8 minutes.
Oh, was it really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Unbelievable. I mean, precise, and everyone was able to comprehend what you were saying. It was magnificent. Oh, my gosh. So you're whale certified now, Vicky. You
Okay.
went from the Hall of Fame into you're whale certified.
Thank you.
So, man, well, is there P.S.? Is there anything you would other like also to say?
um, it was quite an honor to be in the starting 11 for the Tampa Bay Soccer Hall of Fame, along with being the first woman inducted into the Soccer Hall of Fame.
Yeah, the have an adult woman and a young woman of eight. I think she's 17 years old. Maddie Di Maria. Have you followed that life?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, she's a high schooler. She's finished high school in 3 years at Coriezu. They just they
Oh,
were
I heard you talk about her the other day, I think.
yeah, yeah. Well, she's going to North Carolina.
Right.
She graduated in 3 years, and that's just nothing but the best. She was undefeated and untied this past year, 25-0, I believe it is. And she just is everything that you stated is like if a portrait uh, maker would they would make a portrait from what you said. It would look like Maddie Di Maria.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, right. And so all this comes to play is that you know the women's. We're coming up to the World Cup, man, in less than 300 something days, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. And what have you thought about all it? And when I was playing, it just started. It renewed that there was some playing back in the 50s and 60s, and then died off, and then in the 70s, mid to late 70s, it started back up in the high school and college area. What has what have you enjoyed about the journey to extraordinary women's soccer?
Um, we didn't have soccer here until um, 19, in high school soccer in our county till 1987. Hillsborough County, which is a county south of us, which is also part of the Champions League, had soccer before we did. But it has really grown in leaps and bounds, and I think the exposure has really helped. I actually also coached at Eckerd College. I volunteered there with Danielle Fotopoulos, who was a 99er.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So, and she's being inducted into the Hall of Fame this year.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And that's wow. That's another star you get on.
Right.
You're You're
yeah,
well
we're very
certified
good friends.
Hall of Affinity now.
Yeah. So yeah, we're very good friends, and
Oh man.
she
Because
was my assistant coach for a while at high school, and then she went to Eckerd, and then I helped her, and then she's back coaching high school boys soccer now.
yes,
So,
a state champion.
yep, and was a state champion, which was awesome. And she has a son on the spectrum, so I also coach him in Special Olympics.
Oh man. Is
Got
the
them
circle
involved
of
in that.
life. Yes, the circle
Yep.
of life.
It is, and which this is just a crazy story. Years ago, we played indoor soccer, like I don't even know how many years ago, but her sister-in-law played with us when she was a 16-year-old. I didn't know who she was at the time. Of course, it wasn't her sister-in-law at the time, but the community is so tight that there's her sister-in-law back in my life again, you know.
Yeah.
She says, and she has a very unique name. So I said, did you used to play indoor soccer like when you were 16? She says, yeah. I said, well, I used to play with my team. I didn't know who she was,
Yeah.
and it was just very, very interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
I bet. Wow, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the soccer world, the kids don't understand. Like, a former player lives down the street from me. I always say to them, you never know what's going to be next. Like, some of my players, it's kind of neat. I should have said it. I have a few players whose mothers played for me,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
second generation.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of neat too, to, just know the perspective and that type of thing. Or
Man.
they don't understand, like, who knows, like, oh, well, that's my uncle, or that person, and like,
Yeah.
yes. So
Yes. Yes.
it's very interesting.
Oh, yeah. And, you've been leading the way, and then all of a sudden to realize that by the people that you have been helping along the way, they're helping others to up, and then all of yous are in the plateau, the top of the hill, man. I mean, you've all made it, and congratulations. It must be just really something to see that little Danielle, you work with her, and then to help her children. Oh man, because that has to be something to where she knows that her daughter has the best because she's with you.
Yep. And it's funny because I coached with Danielle, coached with me. I coached her daughter, her oldest daughter. Then I coached with her, and now I coach one of her sons. So,
Oh,
yeah, she has
sons.
4 kids.
Okay.
Yeah, her son
Yes.
is the one he's 18 now.
Wow. Beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. So it's just like Farouk, right? Well, Farouk Qureshi.
All right. Tell me.
Okay, Farouk Qureshi played for the Rowdies, but on my state championship team, his niece played there. But I didn't know. I knew Farouk from the Sun Bowl when I worked with the Sun Bowl. And then one day we're at indoor soccer playing, and we're sitting there, and I didn't know. I don't know what happened. I guess I was talking to Sophie's mom, and she says, well, Farouk is my brother. And I never knew that. So that was like it's the soccer world.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for the people that don't know how to live in the soccer world. I mean, because these types of coincidences happens all the time. And you wake up like, who am I going to meet today? And in closing, there's what people were saying, that we have a guy in St. Louis, that his family, especially his son-in-law, they want to go to one place together that someone doesn't know. Hey, how you doing?
Mm-hmm. Well, also Perry, which I know you know Perry.
Oh,
but,
name dropper.
Right. I originally met Perry. I worked at a sports medicine center when I first came to Tampa, and we treated the Rowdies. So I've known Perry since like 1981.
Right.
Yeah. So that's how I first met Perry, was when he was a patient, and they used to train. They used to do some fitness there, and he had ankle problems and all that. So that's how I first met Perry.
Wow.
So I've known Perry that long. So it's come different ways, yes.
Yeah. Well, you passed the audition, sister. You're in the Wales Certified Hall of Affinity, and it just was magnificent. So without further ado, we're going to close it up. I'll put it down, and I'll post it shortly. But that, man, what just a thrill. It was a thrill word. I mean, every word was thrilling. Okay. Wow. I mean, man. Whew, it's like going on one of those coaster, those rides, man. Wow. I got, get my land legs back. It was magnificent. Thank you, Vicky.
Thank you. All righty.
And ladies and gentlemen, this has been Vicky King, Hall of Famer in the Tampa Bay area, and the for the United States High School Champions League starting 11 or thereabouts. The best to you, Vicky. Bye bye.
Bye bye.